Everyone is right now saying that Bitcoin is about to correct, but in my opinion, this couldn't be further from the truth. In my opinion, we are headed way higher. So in this video, I will be explaining exactly what I am thinking right now about the market. You should be paying attention to the market right now because in the imminent short term, we are actually creating a very good trading opportunity. So guys, without any further ado, let me first of all tell you that everyone is right now expecting Bitcoin to correct. And in my opinion, this is not true at all. In my opinion, we are headed even higher towards at least our 48k level target. But let's first of all have a look into what's exactly what these bears are right now thinking and why they are thinking that we are headed lower. Well, first of all, we can see that yes, the funding rates are actually quite high. Yesterday it was way higher even, but right now it has cooled off quite a significant bit already. So we need to be talking about that a little bit later, and at the same time we are creating this bearish divergence while at the same time we are having that CME gap down below us. So because of all of these reasons, well, people are right now thinking that we are going to be ending our parabolic trend and we are going to be reversing this with a crash back towards the downside and is going to be taking us back towards these lows. Well, in my opinion, this is just not true at all. In my opinion, the market is setting itself up for another very nice pump towards the upside. We are currently seeing this symmetrical triangle in the imminent short term being created, and also in the macro time frame we are exactly repeating our cycle, and because of that my target will be the 48k level. This has already been my target for quite a while. Yes, we have been hitting this 41k level right here, which is also significant weekly resistance, and that is exactly why we are consolidating right now in the imminent short term. But in my opinion, we are headed even higher. So let me explain. And first of all, what you need to understand is that we are right now trading in this parabolic trend, and with such a strong momentum that we are creating towards the upside, well, it would be very irresponsible to be shorting the market right now at this exact moment. Yes, if we are going to be getting a breakdown below this symmetrical triangle, well, then it is going to be a different story. If we are going to be breaking our parabolic structure towards the downside, yes, then it is going to be a different story. Then probably we are going to be getting a rejection from of this weekly resistance. But right now, everyone is just getting cautious. Everyone is getting bearish on the Bitcoin price. And we are actually seeing that liquidity is once again building up on that top side. And what we could be seeing over the past couple of weeks that Bitcoin has been doing is that Bitcoin has been going towards the liquidity on the top side, and whenever the liquidity is going to be getting built up on that top side, well, we are just going to be following that liquidity and we are just going to be taking out these short positions. That is what exactly has been happening for the past couple of weeks. And if people are once again going to try and short the current Bitcoin price, well, yeah, we are just headed higher, and this is exactly what I'm sharing in this tweet. The moment when Bitcoin is actually going to be correcting, well, that is going to be the moment when nobody is going to be expecting it. And because everyone is shorting right now the Bitcoin price, I definitely do think we can still see higher prices. And a little bit later in this video, I will be sharing my exact Bitcoin game plan for right now, the imminent short term. But before that, you need to understand these two things, because of course we are creating that CME gap. But because it is a big CME gap, it is actually a huge CME gap. Well, previously around, whenever we created such a big CME gap, well, we do not tend to fill it very quickly. Right here, we still got that upside momentum, first of all, before filling that CME gap. We first got about 2 months of upwards price action and a 23% pump before actually filling that CME gap. And if we were to be doing the exact same, well, it is going to be exactly confluencing with our bigger picture and our bigger cycle. So we need to be talking about our cycle in a minute, but first of all, if we are going to be repeating this exact same price action, well then of course we are going to be expecting that we are going to be hitting prices at about the 48k level. So yes, of course, 95% of all of these CME gaps tend to get filled, but it doesn't necessarily have to get filled immediately. And because this is such a big CME gap, well, it especially doesn't mean we are going to be filling it immediately. Yes, eventually I do think it will be getting filled. Maybe I am going to be wrong about this one over here. If we are going to be breaking down and if we are going to be breaking our parabolic trend towards the downside, maybe I'm going to be wrong, but in my opinion, I do think it is going to be more likely that we are going to be continuing our upwards momentum. Yes, of course, we can potentially fill our CME gap and go all the way down, but in my opinion, it would be presenting us with an even better buying opportunity. And yes, I'm taking this scenario into consideration, but it is not going to be my most probable scenario. Because looking at that bigger picture and into the on-chain data, well, we still have got a little bit more momentum left towards the upside. And having a look into what's that on-chain data, well, we are not looking exhausted just yet. We still have a little bit more room to go. And actually having a look into what's the charts, well, we can also see that exactly from of that drop-off point, from of the beginning of that bear market, we exactly reached that target at the end of our bear market recovery, and then we started our correction. So that 48k target has been the level of resistance and has been the target of every single bear market recovery. After reaching that level, we might be seeing a little bit of a greater correction back towards the downside before really starting our bull market towards the upside. But before that correction, I do still think that we are going to be hitting that 48k target, and maybe we can even overshoot this target just a little bit, just like we have been doing over here. We have wicked above this target just a little bit to grab our liquidity from off that top side, just like we have been doing over here. So maybe we could even wick all the way towards the 50k target. So yeah, for the greater picture, I definitely do think this is going to be my final target, and then I think we are going to be getting our correction. I'm going to continue to look for long opportunities and places to buy more Bitcoin until we are going to be reaching this target. So for the imminent short term, the trend is your friend until it ends. And definitely right now we are in this parabolic trend, and if we are not going to be seeing any kind of a sign of weakness, if we are not going to be breaking this one towards the downside, I'm definitely going to be willing to be taking this long position if we are going to be seeing this break towards the upside. And if you are as well going to be interested in trading the current Bitcoin market, make sure to go ahead towards that link down in the description, because you can right now claim a free Bitcoin trade or Ethereum trade with that link down below. You can claim a free airdrop position worth $1,000 Tether, so make sure to go ahead towards that link down below and claim your free airdrop position. And guys, with that being said, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.